So this is Clint Walker, a famous actor from the 50s and 60s. And as you can see, the guy actually had a pretty impressive natural physique, broader shoulders, chest, and a smaller waist. And I want to roll a clip from him actually speaking on his training, nutrition, and sleep thoughts, because I think it provides some interesting insights to how training has changed over the years.
Out for competition in the Olympics.
That's right. I'm not a bodybuilder as such. I have no desire to enter any contest or that sort of thing. And of course, I'm not in that kind of shape. But I believe the body's a thing that has to be used to keep it in shape. And I know I feel a lot better when I work out. And of course, being in the business I'm in, I'm selling appearance as well as acting ability and other things, so I have to work at it. It's part of the game.
What about the food situation? Does that have much to do?
It has a lot to do with it, Hank. Working out is not enough. You've got to provide sufficient raw material with which the body rebuilds itself in the form of good food, and then you've got to have a sufficient amount of sleep to give the body time to do the rebuilding, and all these things go hand in hand. They're all very important.
Psych. As you can tell, nothing has really changed that much over the last 60 years. He, in a separate clip, would talk about how he trained when he could because he was such a busy guy. And when he did, he trained hard but didn't try to beat himself up either. He was actually also a vegetarian, interestingly enough. But he talked about how you need to provide the fuel for your body to recover. And then he obviously talked about how sleep is important for recovery. And I always want to add in the psychological component and how that drives the other three pieces and how those three pieces drives how you feel psychologically and emotionally. So, like I said, guys, don't keep trying to invent the wheel. In this video, as you can see, it doesn't have like the best form either, but the dude had a pretty solid physique that most people would be very happy to have. And it just comes back to doing the same things day in and day out, staying consistent, training regularly, sleeping your 7-8 hours, eating a well-balanced diet with enough protein, and staying psychologically well. If you can do that, you will become a badass. And Clint Walker was about as badass as they came.